Hello there. Welcome once again to our YouTube channel. This is Peace Niche on YouTube. Today we're looking at the Rivers political crisis and if there's a way forward for peace in Rivers State. We're looking at the re-resigning of 2 commissioners in Rivers State. So now, having said all this, come with me. Let's hear from the public what they think about the re-resigning of these 2 commissioners. Is it better for them to resign? Is it better for the Siminala Ifobarat administration?
On the question you asked about the resignation of the Attorney General of the state and the Finance Commissioner, that's Zakas Adango and Isaac Kamal. I see it in 2 ways. I will be political, and also somehow I also leave it at a very straight way. First and foremost, I want Nigerians to understand that we should imbibe the attitude of resignation when you are not palatable with a particular situation. You know, it's only in the Western culture where you see people who just, they'll just resign when a situation is not palatable with them, maybe their job. You know, you see people, coaches who just resign, maybe in football, I might resign because things are not working well. I resign. You know, people are not getting results in the West, they resign. But in Nigeria, we have this attitude of, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to remain here and make it work, even when it's not working. And so for relating it or bringing it down to the resignation in Rivers State, I would say that first and foremost, the Attorney General is a respected person and is a person that has attained a particular height where he feels politically he shouldn't be ridiculed. And so that's why he felt that being deployed to a ministry that doesn't actually relate to his calling or his profession doesn't want it. I think that's why he resigned, and I think I like that because that's what I'm trying to say, that if that particular task you are not delivering or you're not making progress, you should be able to resign for other people to try. So, well, you can't. I think it's somehow a political ridicule. If you want me to put it like that, it's a political ridicule because you can't post an Attorney General from who is a barrister, okay, from there to special duties. That's where you have a fire service, emergency, and all that. That's the height he has attained. That is a political ridicule for him to be in that. The governor would have left it where it is, if you ask me, because where he is where he would have been the best of whom he is. So taking him to special duties, I wonder, is there going to be a court proceeding? Is there going to be matters he's going to look into, you know? So I don't think it doesn't have any correlation with his academic profession. So that's my area. Then on that of Isaac Kamal of Finance, what was he sent again? I think so. Well, for me, I still see that these are men that worked with the past administration of E.N. Wike, and you can see that that administration had a standard performance, and they got awards on awards. Even the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria gave the then governor E.N. Wike, His Excellency, an award on infrastructure. These are the men that were behind some of these movements and some of these accolades that the governor received. So bringing them in the area where they feel that they will not perform very well. Well, I think resignation is essential. So having said that, I feel the governor, in his wisdom, maybe want to bring in fresh heads politically. He wants to bring in some fresh heads Considering the situation in River State right now, the political danglings in River State, maybe that's the reason why he wants to go to that extent and maybe have his allies. But if you ask me, these are men of technocrats in their field that would have brought in the desired change and the desired administrative progress that the state would have needed to move forward, regardless of any situation. But in politics, you can't determine what will happen in the next time because everybody has an interest. And so the governor wants, for me, I feel he wants his interest to be well covered from the attorney and that of which are very essential positions that every governor wouldn't want it to be a leakage point for any intruder. So that's my submission on that.
My name is Bright. I'm a psychologist. Well, the resignation of Professor Zacchaeus Adango and Isaac Kamalu, I think it was long overdue. In as much as I'm concerned, they are not part of Governor SIM'S government. You can't be serving under Governor Similaye Fubara and you're loyal to somebody else. These two persons resigned by the instruction of Wike before now, and after some weeks, months, they came back under the instruction of Wike, and since then they've been ineffective in the government of Similaye Fubara. So I don't see any reason why they should be there. Their redeployment, as a lawyer, I think there is nothing wrong with you being redeployed to Ministry of Special Duties. And also a lawyer to Isaac Kamalu, I think there is nothing wrong being redeployed to Ministry of Employment. Or because they felt that they are no longer comfortable with the government. That is why they resigned. And I think it is for the betterment of the Rivers people. So we can get, or the Rivers people will get people who is ready to work with the present administration and make sure that the Rivers state moves forward.
Also, let's hear from a political analyst what this would mean for the political future of this man. Stay tuned. So we're actually looking at the political climate of River State. By this time, we would have hoped that there would be some stability, some peace, and the states would have been moving forward better than what we have right now. But it looks like our hope is being dashed. What do you have to say about that?
We observed, of course, what is happening in the state affects everybody. We ordinarily should think that River State should have moved quite further than what we have now, if not for the distraction. A lot of us believe that the political situation is actually distracting. It's a serious distraction to the governor or to the government of the day. So we wished that things were different. If they went to go to the president and the president said, look, okay, I give you these points of I do not know, go and abide by or sort out yourself following these terms. And they came and the governor said, okay, commissioners who on their own resigned, at least for us watching from the outside. If somebody says, look, I was appointed to do this, but at this point in time, I'm no longer interested, and I put in my own 4 reasons. Some said for personal reasons and for a lot of All of them gave one reason or the other for resignation. And then the president said, no, go back and reappoint them. Right from the word go, ab initio, a lot of us asked the question, what about the reasons they gave? These are honorable people. These are people who have made their marks in their various callings and endeavors in life. So if they themselves came out to say, look, and this is about service in any case, came out to say, see, this is what, for this reason, I think I want to be excused, let me be doing something else. There are a lot of Rivers people who are qualified to be appointed commissioners to do that service. So if that privilege came to you and you, for reasons that you gave, you do not have, one would expect that there was nothing to cry about, anybody to really force anybody to do anything. So I personally thought they would have just gone. But the president intervened and it came, and so it appeared truly to many people, it just showed that there was something beyond the ordinary. Well, they came and submitted themselves and they were appointed and sworn back in. And for me, there was not, of course, after that, the state moved on. Governance continued. But it was obvious to a lot of us, to everybody, that these ones were not so visible in the running of the affairs of the government, in the government functions. We were not seeing so much of them. And there were executive councils held, cabinet meetings held, and scarcely see them. Governor will have functions here and there. Ordinarily, commissioners will be part of it. They were never there and all that. Well, we only had to just watch. So yesterday, when we heard of the cabinet reshuffle, mind you, before now, two had already again resigned. They resigned first, then again resigned and taken over appointments, federal appointments. And so when the governor now felt that, okay, had that little shake-up, it wasn't supposed to be anything. It was his prerogative, or it is his prerogative. He is the chief executive. He hires and fires. Rivers people, gave him a mandate to run the affairs, and he engaged these ones to help run the affairs of government. And it is within his legal and constitutional rights to say, of course, when they were even nominated, when they were screened, he was without portfolios. He was the one who assigned portfolios to them. And so cabinet reshuffle is not strange, it's not new. It happens every day. And any governor who feels that, look, for you, I gave you this appointment, I gave you this assignment, but I think I have something else for you to do. He didn't even fire. He has the right to even fire if he wanted to just say go. So,
following the resignation of these two commissioners, the Attorney General of the Rivers State and the Finance Commissioner, the state has further experienced another gale of resignation. While one camp is busy declining positions, the governor is fast filling this vacuum with more honorable men. The commissioners which have resigned recently are Honorable Austin Benchoma, Commissioner for Environment; Honorable Inimi Aguma, Commissioner for Social Welfare; Honorable Commissioner for Education, Professor Prince Chenedumon; Commissioner for Housing, Honorable Gift Waldo. We await more resignation and more position assigning. Do stay tuned. Follow us on our YouTube channel as we bring you more updates. Thank you.